Rolling over PAYG annual summary. You can roll over PAYG annual summary that was previously lodged by GovReports, saving you the time to re-enter the client's details and their employees' details. This is particularly useful for those clients of yours who do not use payroll software or use simple or out-of-date payroll software that do not generate the up-to-date payroll details for lodgement. When you arrive at the dashboard, go to the clients that you want to prepare the report for. Select the client. Go to the Lodge Report section for the clients. And you can see here that we got one PAYG annual summary that was recently lodged, but it was for the last financial year. And we want to roll over the details of this client. We go to the Lodge Report by click on the report itself. And you can see the lodgement receipts and the report details if you click on there, but we're not going to do that. We're going to roll over. Click on the Action tab, roll over PAYG, confirm. It will now take you to the Save Reports where the details has been rolled over with all the employees' details, and then you can go in and edit it. So that's the PAYG annual summary that has just been generated or rollover. We now can go into edit. You need to go into edit to edit all the details that has been rolled over. Obviously it has been changes since last year. So you can see here, this is the list of the employees that was previously lodged through this client. We can delete all the employees that we don't need, that no longer with the client. Of course, all the ETP that will not repeat. I'm going to just reduce the files as little as possible so that it saves me the time of entering all these details. Of course, you would have to go in, notice the gross amount and the tax withheld for all of these employees are not there, so you would need to enter all the details by clicking on edit. As I said, normally if the clients of this size and this size in terms of having 18, 19 employees, not too sure, it will take a little bit of time for you to enter all their pays, all the employees' payments details, salary pay details. All right, I'm going to be happy with the 4 employees. Let's go in and edit each one of them. Edit. Of course, their names and address might not change. Date of birth might not change, but address and so forth might be. You can enter the details and start date. Save. That's one employee. We can now do the same for the other employees. Save. And the same thing. These employees. Save. And of course you can add more employees if there is a need to. Just make sure you enter the correct details and the type of PAYG, and of course the address. All the mandatory fields must be completed. We can now click next, assuming that I'm happy with everything. I can save this as a draft if I don't have all the information that I need for lodgement, or if this is the complete details and I want to cross-check the information with the ATO, I can pre-lodge, or I can save and validate, which means I can save the data that I have entered as well as validating with the ATO. Or I can save, validate, and send for signature if you have digital signature in your accounts. Or if you have all the details from the clients and their authorization, you can now click lodge. For this particular demo, I am going to save and validate. Once it has been saved and validated successfully, it will go to your save reports. You can see here, this is the report that we just created and validated. It's the lodgement period, which is this financial year, and the Q date is today's date, and of course the time that it was saved and validated. You can click on that to access to the report itself. Click on report to get access to the annual report for the employer or for the client, or you can go into the action tab and go to the payee's details and print out each and every individual employee's payment summaries by going to Actions, Print, and you can see the individual's payment summaries. You can email it, you can download it, that's the downloaded versions, and send it to the employees, or you can just email directly from GovReports if you have email settings set up initially, and email directly to the employees. If you do decide to send it to the employee, you can see here it's attached to the email. And of course, if you send it to the clients or the employee itself, it will have your email signature initially, if initially you set up the email signature. Once you've done that, I'll go back to the Save Reports. Once you've done it and you know that you have the client's authorizations to lodge and they're happy with the report that you've done, you can now tick just lodge to select the report and lodge.